What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Marcus.
And I'm Shelby.
And we are Crugers with a C. We both said we are that time. And we've been doing this for years, and
we're being proper.
Now we can't get it right. Look at that lip. Let me get my phone out. Let me get my phone out of my pocket now. Let me get my phone out of my pocket now. Let me get my phone out of my pocket now.
No, it's okay.
What's going on, honey?
Not much. Just a little hungry.
Yeah. I told you that earlier before we even started.
Yeah. To get us on the E.
Other than being hungry.
This is not Chatting Chew.
This is not Chatting Chew. By the way, if you want to be a guest on Crugers with a C, Chatting Chew, email us at Wait. Oh, Lord. I messed up the promo.
Lord.
It was going so good.
I need for you to learn our email address.
It's Crugers, WAC, @gmail.com. Also, if you want to send some shout outs, did you see the post that I put out today?
No.
I put out a post saying if it's someone you appreciate and you want to show love to, email us and we'll shout them out on the show.
Oh, okay.
So we listen, we need y'all to send in those emails. We need this communication. This is a place that, let's talk about this podcast. Why do we do it, And let's talk about that for a little minute.
Okay, go ahead.
One of the reasons that I do it is because sometimes you want to listen to something entertaining without it being too deep, and you want your kids to be able to listen to it. Mm-hmm. Like a lot of stuff that I listen to, I wouldn't listen to with you.
Okay, what you listening to then?
Cause it's man stuff, but it's raw and rugged man stuff.
Yeah, I don't want to know about it.
Yeah, we got all girls, so I won't listen to it with them.
Right.
But sometimes when we're in the car, we don't listen to certain musics.
Right, that's true. So we just putting out the variety. We just
getting
some variety.
We want to be able to listen to this with your kids and your husband, your wife, your boyfriend, or your girlfriend, or your partners, or your homegirls, whoever you with. Something just nice. He ain't got to be all about love and relationships all the time.
No,
even though that's what we do. But sometimes it could just be about, life stuff, life situations, and dealing with people and dealing with issues and stuff like that, So
yeah.
That's kind of why we doing this. So, we need that communication from y'all. If you like us on Facebook, it's a lot of people been following us on Facebook for a while.
Yeah, shout out to all of y'all. Hey.
Thank y'all for sticking with us through Facebook and
the support.
Crossing over to this podcasting thing is one person I would really like to thank in particular.
And who is that?
You just got off the phone with her, so I don't really want to know if she wanted me to put her name out there like that.
Oh.
But you emailed us. You gave us our first email. And you said that you just wanted to say what's up. So
yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get a shout out to Faith. She know who I'm talking about.
Okay. All right. Another shout out that I want to give is Tiffany Ross. That's my cousin.
Okay. Hey.
The first podcast that we put up, she listened to it. And that was just crazy because she listened to it like it wasn't even up long.
Well, I want to give one out too then.
Who?
Miss LaKenya.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. I can't forget about my little sis. Little sis. Yeah, she shouted us out good. That was love. That was straight love. So, yeah, I appreciate that. And she been down with us. That goes without saying, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the people that's been down with us and showing us love,
thank you.
We appreciate you.
We
appreciate
applause.
You. Yeah. And we hope that this is doing something for you, something that you can listen to without being too deep, without being too crazy, but just right in the middle, because sometimes you just want to listen to something to take your mind away from where you are.
Right. I hope that we are doing that.
Yeah. And, not taking you to a place that's too dark or too creepy.
Mm-hmm.
So those are people I wanted to show love to.
All right, we got that out the way.
Right, so if y'all have any people that you want to show appreciation to, send us your emails at krugerswac@gmail.com.
Oh, yeah.
I know the email, and I typed it 100 times. It's CRUGERS wac@gmail.com.
Y'all hear that voice?
Man, I got that voice. That's how it was when I was chauffeuring you.
Yes, it was.
Sit back and relax.
And he was playing jazz in the background.
That's how you, man, if I'm a chauffeur, I'm going to be a chauffeur.
I ain't need all that.
She ain't got no license.
Oh, Lord.
But we ain't going to talk about that again. But anyway, now this podcast, this episode is going to be a little deep.
After you just said we don't want to be deep.
And that's a setup.
But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that y'all out there can relate to this.
I don't think it's going to be deep. I think it's going to be real.
Right.
It's going to be real. Now, if I introduce this, I may go too hard. Do you want to bring it in?
Well, today we're going to be talking about venting.
Mm-hmm. Venting.
Are you that go-to person where people come to you to vent? Can you spot a venter? Is it a venter or is it
slow down, honey. You're going to have to talk slow because they got to get you. I get you.
Okay.
Venting.
Venting. Can you spot a venter?
Can you spot a venter?
Is it a true venter?
Is it a true ventor?
Or is it a dweller?
Is it a dweller?
How do you handle dwellers? How do you handle venters?
Right.
Can you take it? Can you help them? Can you guide them? Or do you just plain out dodge them?
And do they want help?
Do they want help?
So first of all, let's talk about, because this happened to me so much. Let's talk about what a venter is. Explain to me what venting is.
Well, I think a venter is someone that just needs to get something that's bothering them off their chest.
Right.
They just need for someone to listen to them.
So basically, like you do sometimes when you leave work, and you tell me about your day, and you be like, yeah.
And that's it. Because you just got to get it off of you.
Right.
You got to like get it off your shoulders, get it off your skin. It just, you just got to scream it out.
Blowing that steam off.
You blowing that steam off, and you going to somebody to get it off. Because you probably couldn't do it when it happened. It probably wasn't the time nor the place.
Right.
So you hold it in, but you can't wait till you get to that person so you can let it out.
Right.
And once you do, you good.
Okay.
That's mine.
I agree with that.
Okay.
I agree with that. I don't think I need to add anything to it. I agree.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what is a dweller?
Now.
Do you want me to answer that one too?
No, you might go too hard. You might go too hard, but I think I can handle this. Unless you want to.
No, go ahead. We'll see.
A dweller is a person who acknowledges the problem, who sees a problem, who likes to talk about the problem, who likes to talk about the problem to other people,
Preach.
but does not want to correct the problem.
Okay.
They do not want to take actions to fix the problem. They use the problem as a platform to gain attention.
Okay.
That is what I see as a dweller.
I agree.
Nothing to add to it?
I think they also, did you say about anything about excuses?
No, I didn't say anything about
I think
excuses.
dwellers, they have excuses on why they can't move forward. Because they will go to somebody.
But I think that's the same thing as using the problem as a platform for attention.
Okay.
That's to me.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so we're clear. We got to understand it.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, so now let's back up a little bit and talk about venting. The importance of venting and getting things off of your chest.
You shouldn't hold nothing in. You shouldn't be holding it in because it's just gonna grow, manifest.
Right.
And then when somebody poke you the wrong way, you gonna throw it all up the wrong way.
The wrong way. Like, and this is my thing. Sometimes people think that it's not okay for people to vent.
Yeah.
I have encountered people who think it's not okay to vent. It's good to vent. It's a relief to vent.
Yes, but they probably just don't understand the true meaning of venting.
Mm-hmm. Now, let me say that I don't want to go that way with it, but venting. I work in a stressful job, and at times this job could be real stressful. So after work, most of us come together and we all vent to each other. Mm-hmm. Now, in that circle, is correction taking place? Mm-hmm. Is people being saying, no, you wrong for that? Mm-hmm. And there's people saying you was right for that. Mm-hmm. And then when you get that, it's people who will stick with you and say, well, this is what we're gonna do.
So venters are they can accept criticism or feedback, not criticism, correction and feedback and critique. That's what I want to say. Yeah. That's the word I want. Yeah. Critique. Mm-hmm. They can accept that.
You can accept that.
Okay.
I can accept if you tell me that I'm wrong. Mm-hmm. Like, it's this guy that I go to at work, and it's not even about stuff at work. Sometimes it's about life stuff. And if I would say, this is what I'm going to do right here, he'll be quick to tell me, nah, you wrong for that. Mm-hmm. So when he tell me that, I'm going to listen. Because if it's a problem, obviously I want the problem fixed. But at the same time, I don't want to go about it the wrong way. Mm-hmm. That makes sense?
Yes.
So by me venting to him, he's able to help guide me in the direction that I should go.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
I understand that.
But it's up to me. It's up to me to take his advice and fix the situation.
It is.
That's venting.
Right. So, what is the difference? What?
Now, wait. You said too, can you spot a venter? Mm-hmm. Okay. I think it's cool to have people you could talk to.
Yeah.
I think it's necessary to have people to talk to.
Yes.
Whether it's at work or anywhere else. For instance, I'm yours.
Right.
That's cool. Because now you don't have to worry about carrying that problem to the next day. I'm all ears. Mm-hmm. But I think sometimes, let's talk about this too, because sometimes when you venting, people want to talk. Like, okay, say my mind right now is thinking about at work because that's where I have the most venting time. Mm-hmm. But let's talk about just life stuff. People sometimes have problems. People don't always need to be preached to.
Right, they just need to be listened to.
I learned that from being married.
Right, because sometimes in the beginning, mm-hmm. I would be venting and then you would turn around and preach.
Right.
We went through that, but we also learned how to let each other know, I'll just come to you, hey honey, I just need to get this off my chest. I just need you to listen to me.
And I learned to ask, do you want me to say something or do you want me to listen?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So that helped.
Right.
It all. It gave it its little, what I'm trying to say. I don't know. It just helped us with that. Mm-hmm. So I think that's what people need to understand. Mm-hmm. That when you're venting, sometimes you just need to sit there and listen. Or maybe the venter probably need to put that disclaimer out there. I'm just venting. I just need you to listen to me.
Right. Because see, that's one thing I learned about in life. Like, I guess I'm an easy person to talk to, mm-hmm. I guess, yes. So, a lot of times at work, people will come and talk to me. And I work with a lot of younger people, a lot of younger women. But they have older people issues.
Yeah.
That makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
So, the first thing when they're talking, I don't say nothing. I know they're venting. Yeah. I'm listening. And then when they finish talking, it's like that awkward silence because I'm waiting for them to keep going. And they'll just be looking at me. I'll be like, so do you want me to listen or do you want my response? Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying?
And that's probably why they come talking to you all the time, because you listening. And you're not preaching to them.
Right. And see, my thing is, I know that it's been times that I just needed to tell you this and that's it. I don't need you giving me no whole backstory of what you think I should do. Mm-hmm. I just need to get this off my chest. Mm-hmm. So that's cool. And most of the time they'll be like, they'll ask for your advice.
Right.
So sometimes, I mean, it's people that I encounter who always have this deep message. And sometimes it hurt more than it helped.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is you talking about?
That has nothing to do with what I was venting about.
First of all, you finna get told off when somebody start with first of all. Mm-hmm. But it's like these people, some people so deep to like you're not on the surface. All I needed you to do is listen to me, bro. You got me up here for 30 minutes. You praying and laying hands on me. I just needed you to listen.
That's all. It was simple. It was a simple.
Sometimes that'll take people further than anything else.
Yeah.
Knowing that you listen to them. And this a thing too. And this is a sensitive subject, what I'm about to discuss. I think suicide is probably at a high because people have no one to talk to without being judged.
Right. I agree with you on that.
It's okay to have a feeling. If people feel a certain way, maybe they need to talk to somebody so they won't feel this way no more. Mm-hmm. Maybe this problem has been bugging me, but I don't want you to break me down. You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
So it's like, that's just crazy. This whole thing about venting. So that's what I wanted to talk about it because it's so many layers to it.
It is.
I don't need you to preach to me all the time. I don't need you to give me this deep word. I don't need you to tell me what I shouldn't have done or what I should. I just need you to listen. And
like you said, a lot of people just need you to listen to them so they can get it off their chest. And I feel like once you do that, then if you, the venter, if you are okay, then you'll say, am I wrong for that? What you think?
That's what I just said.
Yeah.
Most of the time, once you say something, the person asks you for your advice.
Right.
But first, I think they want to see what you're going to say.
Yeah.
People testing you. They want to see, are you trustworthy? Can I trust you with my feelings? Can I trust you with my emotions? And will you help me? Mm-hmm. Most of the time, that's what it is. But see, venting, that's venting on a personal level. Mm-hmm. Now, you have venting at a work level. You have venting at a personal level. And then you have people who just want to dwell there. Mm-hmm. But I don't want to move too fast. Are we covering everything? What do we got? What do we write now? Because this is important and people need to hear it. So what all did we write on there?
We wrote down venting versus dwelling.
Check. We covered that.
Correcting the venter.
Correcting the venter. We touched on that.
If you're not listening, probably a dweller.
Okay. If you're not listening. Okay, so read that sentence again.
Correcting the venter.
Correcting the venter. All right?
And if you're not
listening, if you're not listening,
you're probably a dweller.
You're probably a dweller. Now, let's unwrap that.
Okay, so if you're venting and then you ask that person for advice.
Right.
That person gives sound advice.
Sound advice.
They're not preaching.
Right.
They give you advice. And that person is not afraid to tell you if you're wrong or right. And they give you that advice, then you don't take it or you make an excuse why you can't do it. Did I move too fast?
No, you covered it, but give me some examples. You don't have to name anything or just give me some examples because I've encountered people who always have a problem.
Yeah, me too.
I've encountered people who always have a problem and it's always somebody else's fault and they're always the victim. That's a dweller. That's a classic dweller in my book.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is a classic dweller, but why? My question is, why are you staying there? Why do you want to stay there? Because like I said, first of all, side note, you look good. Thank you.
You're cute. All right. Well, my bad, y'all. But I'm just looking at your eyes and looking in your eyes.
Oh, get it. Hey, how you doing, Mr.
What's your
Cruger?
name? You know what I'm saying?
Stop it.
You know what I'm saying? I've been looking at you from this seat, and
go ahead.
I
You
want
look
to know
sexy
what's
too
up.
over there with your hat on. You know what?
I'm sorry, y'all. I know y'all probably mad at me right now.
He's so flirtatious.
I know y'all mad at me driving. Blow your horn if you're mad. But anyway, I've encountered people who's always mad, and you say why. I think it takes us back to what I said about they're using their platform to gain attention. Like we think about social media. You post on social media and you're going to check your phone to see if you got a like. Right?
Yeah.
You don't get a like, you might say something else. Get another like. You know? So when these people get in these situations, it may be something simple that they had a disagreement with somebody else about, and I go tell you. So say for instance, I have a disagreement with somebody.
Okay.
I'm gonna come tell you.
Okay.
You're gonna side with me.
Right.
And now we're gonna be talking about that person. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that they're using that platform just to get attention for them, to get a like. That's what I think. That's what I think about it. Or they don't want to change the situation.
Or they just want to stay the victim.
But why stay the victim? To get attention.
Because that's what they're used to, or they don't want to put the work in to make that change. You know, change.
Yeah.
Change is not good all the time. You got to go through some things. You got to work for it.
Change is not easy. You say good.
Yeah, I mean that. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Change is not easy.
Change is not easy.
Correction. Change is not easy. Change is good. Change is not easy. And a lot of people don't want to put that work in. Because sometimes they dwelling on something that they have to work at changing. So that's
I'm going to have to give up something.
Right.
I'm going to have to, I don't know.
I'm going to have to change.
I'm going to have to stop hanging around certain people.
I'm going to have to get out of my comfort zone.
Right.
They're stuck in their comfort zone.
I'm going to have to accept that I'm doing wrong.
I'm the wrong one here.
Right.
I just point blank have to move on.
Listen, I'm gonna have to tell this whole story because it was a change in my life. Now, in a few months, I will be graduating from college. Right? And it's a story to this. It's a point to this. So in a few months, I would be graduating from college. But I think about before I even enrolled in college. And the reason I'm saying this is because we're talking about the excuses or the changes that have to be made.
Right.
Now, I was working at the mall. And this is why I start to value people that come into your life, because you never know who might change your life.
Right.
So me and this guy was talking, and he was talking about how he was going to start school in Orlando. I was like, yeah, that's cool. I was like, you go ahead, bro, do your school thing. I was like, I can't do school. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling him I can't do school.
Right.
He said, why?
Simple as that.
He said, why? I said, cause. And then the first thing I did was I don't remember what I said, but I remember making an excuse. Then he said, well, why? So I made another excuse. And of course he said, why? I had to answer that. I was like, man, you know what? I said, I don't even know. I said, and this is the first time that, and by the way, the guy was going for psychology, so I think he in the right field. He was going for Aaron Monerlin. Aaron Monerlin, what's up, man? Thank you. You changed my life, bro. When I got my AS degree, I saw you in the stand and I waved at you. I don't know if you saw me, but I saw you. But he was like, why? And I had to make these excuses, but I had to answer him. And that conversation changed my life. He was like, you can do it. He said, you just got to do it.
Okay.
I'm working in the mall with a security hat on. And this guy asked me why.
Well, maybe some of these dwellers don't have people asking them why.
Or nobody to stand up to them.
Yeah.
Because he didn't baby, excuse me, he didn't baby me. He didn't sugarcoat it. He just asked the simple question as a why. Mm-hmm. Well, why you? Basically, he was saying, why you making that excuse? Well, why you making that excuse? Mm-hmm. Well, why you making that excuse? You get what I'm saying? And I'm telling you that it was designed so perfect, because when I had that conversation with him, I started thinking about that thing. And I was like, man, I want to go to school. Now, years before, I thought about going to school. Mm-hmm. Here in Gainesville, Santa Fe College, I wanted to go. But I was like, they didn't have the program that I wanted, right? So I'm riding down 39th, and I look up on the sign, and I promise you people that it was a sign to get a degree in digital media technology, video production.
And that was your sign.
That was a sign and a sign. And as soon as I got out, I saw that sign, I called you. Mm-hmm. I was in that Lincoln with the bad ball joints in it. I was in that 95 Lincoln with the tinted windows.
That's how it sounded.
With the red leather seats. But every time I turned it, them ball joints. But I called you. And when I called you, you didn't give me excuses. You was like, okay, well, when you going to do it?
Yeah, because it's simple.
So it was one person pushing me. I mean, it was just like crazy. Mm-hmm. And I think about, from that conversation, I'm less than 5 months away.
Yes, you are.
That was a sigh of relief. But I had to tell that story because it was like, I'm not dwelling. You know, I was just making excuses.
Yeah.
And in order for me to change the situation, I had to realize, I had to answer the question, why am I making excuses? Mm-hmm. So that was my whole story on that.
That was a good story too, honey. But I just, you had somebody questioning you and making you, they were talking to you out loud. I think once you hear yourself answer your questions out loud, then you're like, okay, that don't make no sense. Why am I doing that? So you had him, and then you had somebody else motivating you.
I don't think I understand that thought, but the conversation with me and him, it was really the most effective because he made me challenge myself as to why I'm answering these questions like this.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Everything
else was residual. That was just benefit. You get what I'm saying? But like you said, you answer the question out loud. But once you answer those questions, you hear that question. You know what you said. But at the same time, am I going to be true with myself? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I had to be true to myself. I felt stupid because I'm like, I'm answering these questions and I know I'm lying.
Yeah.
I'm making excuses. Ain't no reason why.
Yeah. Your light bulb came on.
My light bulb came on. And I just hope that somebody else's light bulb come on, because it's some people in some situations that don't have to be in these situations. Like, if you wonder why nobody is with you, if you wonder why people are leaving you out of their plans,
meaning they're dodging the dweller.
There it is, dodging the dweller. And I wasn't even trying to go into that. I'm just saying, it's like, you wonder why people don't involve you or don't include you, because we don't ask you 100 times and it's always the same answer. Yeah. So now when we say no or we don't think about you, now you mad.
Yeah. You feel all alone.
So guess what you're going to do? Find somebody else.
Instead of getting over what's going on. Getting over the issue.
Oh my goodness. This is crazy because, like, you think about it.
Yeah, but how do you handle people like that? As the person that the dweller is coming to, how do you handle stuff like that?
How do you handle the person that the dweller is coming to?
Yeah, like I'm the dweller.
Okay, so we don't switch from ventures. We're on dwellers now.
Yeah.
Dodging the dweller. Okay, so describe what the dweller is. The person that stay there.
Yeah.
Okay. So
and we said have excuses and don't want to change.
How do you handle them? I mean, I think you have to be short with them, or just take what they say and know that there's going to be no fruit produced from it.
Mm-hmm. And be truthful.
You got to stay truthful, and they're going to see. Once you start speaking truth to a dweller, they'll start taking that as an assault.
Right.
I believe. I don't think I had personal conversation with one, but I believe that they'll take that as assault.
Yeah, I seen one on Facebook. It's a clip, and people were saying it was an old clip of a girl on my 600-pound life.
Right.
Or whatever. So her doctor called and was asking how things was going, and so there she go, giving excuses on why she couldn't follow the I guess the diet plan and all the regimens that she was supposed to be doing. She gave excuses that she had to move and something else was going on, and he was like, that has nothing to do with your eating. And and she got on him and said that he was attacking her. And then she was like, do you believe in God? And he was like, what does that have to do with our conversation and you sticking to your plans? And so she went on and on about God and how she believes in God and how God is going to help her get through this. And he later on said that he did, but it still ain't have nothing to do with her not listening and not doing what she was supposed to do. And then she insulted the man. She insulted him and said that there's other doctors out there that would help you. I know that you're the best, but there's other doctors out there that would help her. No. She just was dwelling. She was giving excuses. She said that he was insulting her. But then she turned around and insulted him.
Right.
But he's there, probably getting paid, or I don't know, he probably wouldn't, to help her get in a healthy stage of her life. And there she go, dwelling on the move, all the things that got in the way of her life of eating right. It was just, that's a perfect clip of a dweller.
Yeah, that's the thing too. The people that try to help you, you think they're wrong.
Right. She thought this man was wrong. I don't know how many degrees. I'm pretty sure he had more than 1 degree or whatever. And if he's the best, how you going to tell this man that? How you going to do that? It's just...
It's like breaking those habits, though. Like, habits are hard to break. And I understand that. But habits going to keep you in the same place. I worked with this guy... And he used to be an alcoholic. And he said that if he worked in Jacksonville. And I mean, he lived in Jacksonville. And he said that every time he would get paid, if he go home a certain way, he wouldn't go home and his check was going to be gone by the time he did get home. Yes.
On liquor?
On hookers and liquor. God. Right?
Yeah.
I think he went through a couple marriages because of this, right? He said he finally went out to get help. And once he went to get help, the first thing the doctor told him was to take a different way home. He said it was hard. He said he would take that different way home, and halfway taking the different way, he would turn around and go back the old way. And he said he would going down the same path. But he said one day he just said, I'm gonna see what happened if I go all the way home. He said he went that way and he made it home.
He made it.
He made it home. The next day he went there, and he said he'd been taking that same way home ever since.
Wow.
This man lost marriages, and by the time he got paid and got home, he didn't have money.
That's crazy.
Because of a habit.
Right.
So he could have said, no, I don't like this way home.
He could have made excuses.
He could have made an excuse. And he probably would have been dead by now. But the man changed. He made a conscious choice to go home a different way. And that's the difference between dwellers. Like, I can vent all day long, but once I start dwelling on it, I start to reap the benefits from dwelling. I'm getting your attention. You get what I'm saying? I'm getting all the things that's fulfilling me that make me feel good in this situation.
And you have someone that's, well, at first probably, you have someone that's constantly feeling sorry for you too.
Right. Like, in my profession, they teach us empathy, not sympathy. Because sympathy is what's going to get you caught up. You know, so when dealing with a dweller, you can have, I don't even think that you should have, I think I would have the empathy for them because I understand what they're saying. But in my mind, I know how to get out of this situation.
Right.
And I'm going to tell you how to get out of this situation. But you don't want to get out of this situation.
Not really.
You like it.
You like this area.
I'm going to tell you a story. I was approached by a family member the other day. Hey, you see what they trying to do to me? Now, I done talked to this family member 10 times. This is what you need to do. This is what you need to do. This is what you need to do. Now, I was doing yard work at this time. So, don't bother me while I'm doing my yard work. So this is what they're trying to do. I said, look, I already told you what to do. You don't want to do it. I said, don't come to me about it. Just like that. Simple. And I went back over and crunk up the weed eater. I ain't seen him no more. Because you don't want to fix the situation.
Right.
You don't want to fix the problem. You want somebody to come and say, oh yeah, well this. No, I'm not doing that.
You want somebody to stay in that same state of mind with you.
Right. You know what to do it.
Right.
You a grown man. You over 25. You over 20. You over 35. You over 45.
So
I love you, but you gotta walk this on your own. I'm not walking it out with you. That's just me.
So it don't matter what age.
It don't matter what age. You could be. I mean, that's just what I'm saying. It's like people like being in the situations they in. I think this was a passionate conversation for me.
Yes, you were venting.
I was venting. But I'm not going to stay here because we got another episode for y'all.
It's not going to be a dweller.
No, we got some more episodes coming for ya.
So I just think that, just to recap, you have to have empathy.
Not sympathy.
Not sympathy.
Well, and you also, depending on the situation, I would say this.
And depending on what stage you're in.
And it's clear and cut who's venting and who's dwelling. But it's some people who may just be stuck in the middle and don't know which way to go. Let's see. Can you think of anybody, you don't have to say them, but probably was stuck in the middle and just needed a little bit more time to figure things out? Because it is that. It is those people who stuck in the middle. And they may be in a tough situation because, I'll think of one. They may be in a tough situation because they're in a position to where they have to deal with very important people in their lives. And they can't just make this move because it affects everything else. Right. So basically they trapped. So I wouldn't even say that those people are venters or dwellers. They just have to play chess. They just in a place to where they can't make a move because
it's going to affect a lot.
Right. Okay. It would probably affect their livelihood. So recap. Go ahead and recap. I mean, I can talk about this for 6 more hours.
Right, but with situations like that, that's where you have to pray about things because, you can't make moves on your own. You're going to need help.
You're going to need people.
You're going to need people and you're going to need Jesus too.
Right.
So you got to learn how to pray.
Yep.
And stay faithful you have to be faithful.
Right.
Have faith. But I also think that that's where you as the person that's listening, you have to be a good listener. You can't always be like, oh, Lord, here she come, here he come. You have to be a good listener and you have to be able to guide that person properly. That's what I think. But even though I know we do have those dwellers, if you done handled this person several times, you just got to do what you did. You got to cut them off and let them go. Look, give them a recap. Look, I done told you this, that, and the third. I'm not going to tell you no more because obviously you're not listening to me. So, what?
Because that's a hard one for me because, like I said, like some people, that they're just dwelling.
Yeah, but you still have to cut them off because you don't want that to spill on you. You can't take on other people's burdens. You know, you can't do that. And I mean, if you constantly around
so is it a point where you ask?
What? Ask what?
What you want to do? What do you want out of the situation?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You have to be a good listener. You have to know the person. You have to ask questions like, do you mind me speaking? Or can I say something? And you know what? Also, you have to say, have you thought about? And not say, you need to, you should. Don't be that way.
That's the worst thing you can tell me. Yeah. Is what I need to do.
Yeah. Approaching people that have issues. Yeah. Approaching people that have issues like that for me,
that's gonna push them away.
Right. It's going for me and a lot of other people. It will push me away or it'll turn me off, and it would probably that's probably another reason. Listen, I'm not taking up for dwellers, but that's probably another reason why they stay there, because they are rebelling against those people. Well, you need to do this. You need to go comb that baby hair. Right. He wouldn't have that in his head. And it's about how you say it. Wait.
It ain't what you say.
It's not what you say. It's how you say it. Yeah. So, that's probably another reason why people dwell. So, you have to be a good listener, right, communicator, right, and you have to give sound advice, and you have to, hey, have you ever started off like that?
You know what? I got to say this, too. If you are a person who may not be a vendor or a dweller, but somebody who's seeking help, look at the people who you are asking for help.
Yes. I'm not gonna. Yes, you do.
Know who you are asking for help. Mm-hmm. Because it's like this. If it's somebody who never drove a car, never had license, you never seen them drive, you never seen them in the driver's seat of a car, don't ask that person how to drive.
Right.
Not saying that they can't drive, you may not know, but don't ask that person how to drive because you never seen. You get what I'm saying? So you have to be able to seek people who's wise and people who going to have your best interest at heart. Like, it's certain people. Am I going to say this? Should I monitor?
You're thinking.
I'm thinking. It's certain stuff I see on social media. That video I sent you of that dude doing all the fancy tricks. Never mind. I'm not going to say it. With the coat and blowing, knocking people down.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it because, listen, I sat under a leader and I seen this man and his wife, and I seen their life. And I know, like, I could trust these people. I know that they're not going to tell me nothing wrong.
Right.
And I done been under over 300 services of these people, and I never seen him take his jacket off and fan it, and 6 people fall down. That's what I'm saying. Now I see this guy, and I can't say if he right or wrong. I'm saying I never saw the preacher that I know take his jacket off and sling it and people fall down. But what I'm saying is, I see this guy on Facebook. He turn around in slow motion, 60 frames per second on the 24 frames per second timeline. He turning around, he touching people, and they just falling.
Barely touching people.
Barely touching them. You gotta know who to seek counsel from. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Yeah. It was like, when I see that, something don't sit right with me.
Yeah.
So if you're a person who's looking for guidance, know who you're getting help from. Don't go to anybody.
Yeah.
I mean, this dude was turning around, wasn't
he? He was. He was doing the thing. He was on that team.
He was
y'all.
in slow motion.
He was on that team. Yes.
Gold microphone with diamonds in it. Gold shoes, gold belt. I mean, you wear what? It's okay to be fashionable, but
well, I just want to say that we're not picking on dwellers. It's just that we just want dwellers to understand that you do not have to remain there.
Right.
I mean, yes, change is hard. You have to work hard to get through it. But like he's saying, find some people.
It's a season for everything.
It's a what?
A season for everything.
Yeah, it is. And you don't want to stay in that season of dwelling. Find somebody that will help you get through it. Find somebody that's motivating. Find somebody that has been in your situation and they have gotten out of that situation in a positive manner. They're doing fine. They're doing great. Just ask them, hey, can I ask you a couple questions? What did you do? This and that. You have to come out of that and learn how to vent, because don't go from one extreme to another. Don't be a dweller who told everything and then you overcome a dweller and you hold everything in. No. We need you to be able, you got to find some balance. It ain't going to happen overnight, but you have to find some balance. Don't be a dweller and hold on to stuff because you won't move forward. Learn how to accept it, get over it, and move forward. But then when something happens, vent. Get it off your chest. And learn how to get over it. Learn how to work through it. That's what I think.
I'm saying this to you because, like, we talk and we give people information that we be faced with the same stuff. But I'm saying this as that I'm learning how to do that with you.
What?
Vent and not dwell. That's a shirt. Vent and not dwell.
Yeah, it is.
Live and not die. That's the same thing. So,
but that's already a shirt on it.
Yeah, I'm just saying the comparison.
Okay.
I'm learning how to do that with you because it's times that we have disagreements and I could either stay there or I could talk to you and let you know the effect, how it affected me, and get it off my chest. Now, the question is, when you're receiving, can you accept what I'm saying? Can you read my body language? Because when it's personal and intimate, we look at things differently. We think it as an assault. This relationship advice right here, people. So when you're in a relationship and your partner is saying this did A, B, and C, would you listen to what I'm saying, or would you take it as an assault on you?
Knowing me, I may take it as an assault first, insult first, but I later calm down and think about it, and I analyze it. My reactions at first is bad sometimes. I shoot first, ask questions later. I can admit that.
Right.
So yeah, I just have to work on that and learn to listen.
Right.
So that takes time, but at some time, I think I'm kind of getting over that.
Right.
I listen and understand where you're coming from. But I'm going to say, truly, in the beginning of our marriage, yeah, I would took it as a...
Now, I'm going to say this, too, because I need you to listen to me, just like you need me to listen to you.
Right.
So, in a relationship, we talking about... This is relationship advice. So, sometimes I need you just to listen and understand what I'm saying.
Right.
It's not always you did this. This is how I'm feeling. I feel this way because I felt like you didn't do this. Now, it's hard to say that I'm not going to get angry. But you got to listen to it that your partner is coming to you. Your partner is expressing how they feel. So why we get mad?
Because I think we don't know that we're doing that. And it's a shock.
So now is it something that we should be offended by? Or, how can you not be offended by saying that?
I can't answer that.
Right.
I guess you have to... I I know you, and sometimes I still get offended.
Right.
I really can't answer that. I think you just probably should think first before you react. What you think?
I think that in relationships, you have to really be able to understand that we're still people.
Mm-hmm.
We're still individuals.
Right.
And we're affected by things differently. Like we both on a different area of life, or a different level of understanding. So I think it's important for us to understand that, yes, this person loves me, and I'm probably the closest person to him or her, but I need to be able to have an understanding mentality when it comes to them.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think we sometimes, like, I would look at you as that you're not supposed to hurt me.
Mm-hmm.
I look at you as like, you supposed to listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
You're not supposed to do me wrong. But when you do, or when I hold you to that standard, I forget that you got your own problems too.
Mm-hmm.
So I really think that comes with. That comes with us praying together, understanding each other together, and really spending time together. Communicating and just understanding each other. Because I think you go through the motions of life, talking about raising your kids, or school finna start back, or basketball, or volleyball, or baseball, or soccer about to start, until we really forget to talk about. I think we should talk about each other's dreams. I think we should ask each other, where are you in life right now? Because automatically, I think we assume that we know.
Right.
That's a whole conversation.
That is a whole conversation.
I'm going to leave it on that. That opens dialogue. What you think?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, we should ask each other that.
It does, because you never know what your partner is thinking.
Right. I think that will build your relationship as well. Trying to figure out, because life has changed and times have changed to where, like, I look at people who's older and they're maintaining their careers. You have to work hard for what you want. It may not be a line worker. It may not be a truck driver. It may be something as simple as a delivery truck guy, but they're working hard and they're maintaining. You see what I'm saying? So we have to really support each other, and I like what we're doing.
I do too.
I like what we're doing. So hopefully somebody is gained something from this. We gave our shout outs already. So
yes, we did.
I hope this helped. And this is a topic that is just close to us because we deal with it.
Yes, we do.
So I'm good, honey. I ain't going to talk y'all ear off. Look at later. I got one more thing to tell you, but I ain't going to talk your ear off. You ever be on the phone with that person?
Yeah, it's just you.
Oh, you be the same way. I was like, Lord, when you gonna stop?
Well, I ain't gonna hold you up anymore. But honey, guess what happened? That's how I be.
We doing it right now to y'all.
Yep. That's when we ain't talking a long time.
Right. But I hope that y'all took something from this. I hope that it helped you. It's okay to be a venter. Don't be a dweller. And until the next time, vent and not dwell. I'm Marcus.
And I'm Shelby.
And we're Crugers with a C.